Our group is T6, and our experiment aims to discover the effects that orthotics, mainly medially wedged orthotics, have on ankle stability. My name is Yumin, and I'll be introducing the topic and explaining our aims. Zilu will walk you through our methodology. Chris will explain the data analysis that took place. John will discuss our results, and Jake will give a brief discussion about our findings and give you concluding remarks. The feet and ankles play an important role throughout the gait cycle as they distribute weight and disperse it through this dance phase of walking. As literature suggests, those that experience impaired proprioception in the lower limbs due to injury, age, or genetic predispositions such as flat-footedness may be prone to experiencing instability due to excessive pronation or supination. Pronation is associated with the internal rotation of the leg relative to the foot, and supination, external rotation. Orthotics are an effective tool used during physiotherapy as a non-surgical option, and research by Enge and Perinowaski has revealed that the use of medially wedged orthoses may result in a decreased range of frontal and transverse plane motion at the knee during contact and mid-stance phases of gait. While Nestor, Linden, and Bowker reveal that medially wedged orthoses decreased rear foot pronation and increased the laterally directed ground reaction force during the contact phase, suggesting reduced shock attenuation. Thus, orthotics may reduce muscle activity and support balanced weight distribution and aid in effective and efficient shock absorption during walking or running. We've decided to reference a study that was done by Nestor, Linden, and Bowker, which studied the effect of laterally and medially wedged foot orthoses on kinematics and joint movements of the lower body extremities. They examined 15 subjects who were each asked to perform 10 gait cycles under 3 experimental conditions: with shoes with medially wedged foot orthoses, and also with shoes and laterally wedged foot orthoses. In each experimental condition, subjects walked at a controlled cadence and wore their own footwear, but wore orthoses given by the experimental. The kinematic and kinetic data from each of the 10 recorded cycles for each subject were averaged for the left and right limbs separately. Data for all subjects were then averaged, and a one-way ANOVA test was performed to compare the experimental results of the 3 conditions. Results of reduced pronation during the contact phase by medially wedged orthoses were found to reduce shock absorption, and thus potential to decrease strain was found to support a range of literature that suggests that the range of rear foot pronation is reduced during stance while wearing orthoses. The study revealed that the effect of orthoses on the kinematics of the lower extremities were generally minimal, in agreement with LaFortune et al., who described the effects of a similar magnitude during running with a medially wedged shoe. Despite the aforementioned literature, it's important to note that most studies that consider the correction of supination and pronation discuss the impact of wearing ankle-foot orthotics or full-sole functional foot orthotics rather than medially wedged orthotics. Thus, this study aims to ascertain the effect of medially wedged orthotics on ankle stability as characterized by the kinematics and kinetics of the lower limbs during walking. We suspect that there exists, via kinematic linkage of the lower limbs, a functional relationship between ankle eversion and gait characteristics which can be rectified using these orthotics, specifically increased supination during toe-off. This will be experimentally observed by analyzing the temporospatial parameters, kinetics, and kinematics of the lower extremities.